matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Clemson Tigers and the Florida State Seminoles. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. This is going to be a big challenge today. They have a great team coming in here, but he said, I am confident in our ability to handle that. We've got the best crowd in college football. They make every game a home field advantage. He said, I feel great that the crowd is behind us here today. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Seminoles will kick off first, and here we go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Clemson Tigers offense comes onto the field first today. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Paul.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourself and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. You've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible. Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Now the play fake. Fires to the tight end. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you call. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalry.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And that's a good response by this defense. They gave up some yards, obviously some plays, more than they wanted to, but when they got to the area in the scoring zone, in the area where it really matters, nice job on third down, getting the sack, and possibly forcing the field goal.
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Florida State's offense will now get its first chance with the football. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And the Noles will line up to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. So they put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Pulls and fires complete. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
On the option. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Clemson will send the punt team out. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Noles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Makes the catch. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. The Seminoles will punt this one away. He ought to get a little help on this one with that strong wind at his back. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Running inside, it's Haynes. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You know, Clemson football is at its best when they've got that guy at the helm that can be a playmaker. And Cade Klubnik adds some of those flashes, right? Like going to the college football playoff the year before. But Clemson returning back to humanity a year ago. Not a good season for them. And Jesse, they didn't go out and get the 5-star commit in the portal. They didn't go out and pay a lot of money. They believe in developing it through high school and the guys they've brought in.
Is it the guy, though? Because you mentioned it, David, and you're so right. When they had Deshaun Watson or they had Trevor Lawrence, they were the guy. They were the guy that took this offense, took this entire team to a national championship caliber level. They were true alphas at the quarterback position, and now we're going to find out if this new guy is the guy.
This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing first and goal. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Clemson. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Pulls it in. It's Riles. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Unloads quickly. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Got a man. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. As we take a look at the stats, things a little one-sided so far. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Wants to throw it. Bears the pressure. It's complete on the right side. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. And the Seminoles, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Hand off from the shotgun. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires quickly. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Zings it complete to the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it. This might depend on the spot, but I think he's going to come up just inches short of converting that third down. And the O will stay out there and go for it on 4th and inches. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. Direct snap. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And I like no hesitation, belief in my offensive unit. 4th and short equals success for me. I want the touchdown now set up on a 1st and goal situation because of good physical play.
Looking for the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Haynes. Turning it on! Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. This time he wants to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. The problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
So now they'll try to mitigate that disaster on second down from the 15. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play they took a sack. This one they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. Third down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in fourth down again. Great job there. Pass defense, third down. This defense now starting to put it together.
Touchdown, Florida State! The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. You think you're getting the offense and the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you, get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking to throw on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. After that last play, there is a Clemson Tiger slow to get up. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on that. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Right on the money. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Tigers will line it up on first and 10. Run inside. It's Haynes.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's second and 8. The play-action fake. Fires to the wideout. Over the middle, complete to Wesco. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. This guy has the look of the next big play receiver at Clemson in the vein of T. Higgins or Mike Williams.
Or DeAndre Hopkins or Sammy Watkins. I mean, the list is pretty lengthy of guys that are big, explosive, fast, and they can really win on the outside. And Clemson, as much as anybody, they're going to catch the ball, spit it to those guys, let them go make plays.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though, and you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
And this one is perfect. It's now a one-point game, 14-13.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Give to the back. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Pulls it in. He'll be stopped after a pickup of 3. That won't be enough for the 1st down. 4th down coming, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. The Seminoles decide to punt it away. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a 1st down.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Clemson calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. Running inside, it's Haynes. Fights off a defender. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Wide receiver going in motion. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Haynes. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Fires into the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. So they won't get a touchdown, but a chance to put something on the board before halftime. Just drives it between the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
He's just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Looks as if there is a Seminole still down on the field. That's the sophomore running back they're taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. And the Noles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sands. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
The Noles are flying down the field. They'll run the counter. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Motion from the wideout. To the air on 2nd down. Gets rid of it. That's caught. It's Robinson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They'll try to get the first through the air. They'll run the screen. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Seminoles go back to work after moving the chains through the air. The run inside. It's Sands. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Going downfield for the big play. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Pulls it and fires to the left. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Running inside, it's Sands. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They're working that left side. They stop him well short of the marker. It's 4th down from the 27. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And they go back on top. Looks as if there is a Seminole still down on the field. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. And after that last field goal, they start this third quarter, find themselves playing from behind. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Haynes. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Working that left side now. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Wants to return it. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The run inside. It's Sands. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Finding some room. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Seminoles back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Handoff from the gun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Going with the counter play here. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Pushes toward the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Florida State.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the fourth. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. After giving up that score on the last possession, now they need a touchdown and the 2-point conversion to tie things up. They'll start this drive with a pass. Unloads to the wideout. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Picks up the first down. Great move. Now he's got room. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone.
Touchdown, Tigers! Fitted in the window for the score. The Tigers are back on top. They'll line up to go for 2. Slams it ahead. He barges his way into the end zone for the 2, and we are locked up here in the 4th. He'll bring it back looking for help. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Might have a chance. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays on.
Breaks into the open. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. The Seminoles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Running inside, it's Singleton. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
They'll go to the counter. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be fourth down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot.
I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the fourth quarter. Go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looks as if there is a Seminole still down on the field. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. After giving up that field goal, they find themselves trailing and trying to do something about it on this drive. Off the RPO, complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. There he goes. Past the 20. He's a touchdown, Clemson. They move on top here in the fourth.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown, Tigers. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Hauls it in. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Second down, they'll go to the air. He uncorks a bullet to the right. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Looking left. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. He's knocked down. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year,